now. Hey guys, welcome to Fighting Friday. My name is Grimulus, and mine will be the voice you hear for the majority of the evening. Sat next to me, we've got Nile Dragon. He's the dude that's been placing high in all the Tekken tournaments and doing lots of awesome commentary, especially for us because we like him here.
I'm trying.
He's doing a very, very good job. He's an up-and-coming player in the scene, and he's doing great things. Now, you've probably noticed that we've got tons of people here. They are absolutely everywhere. I'm going to show you just how many people we have. Check this out.
Actually, very good turnout today. Like a lot of people all over the place. We got myself from Bedfordshire. We got Stu from Hertfordshire.
Yeah.
You got London scene as usual. So yeah, nice good turnout.
Indeed. And we've got a treat for you today as well. Actually, we've got the Grand Wizardess herself, Nor from WeGeek. They're a group that we're going to be partnering with later on in December. And they will be doing a 3-day gaming event called Gaming Utopia.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to be helping us out with that, aren't you, Noel?
So, 3-day gaming event. It's going to have Street Fighter, it's going to be Tekken. It's a nice sort of like gaming convention. So it's not just your regular, tournaments. There's going to be all sorts of entertainment. So maybe if you're not really competitive or, you're not sort of just, I just want to enter tournaments, you can just be around gaming as a whole, as a hobby, It's very relaxed and laid back and, run by a good team, East London Fighters, and partnered up with WeGeek. So I'm really looking forward to it because as well as it being like a convention, it still has that sort of centered around fighting games where some conventions, maybe fighting games are either non-existent there. This is sort of focused around it. So I really think it's a good time. It's not your typical just hardcore scene. So, if people looking to get down, play some games, I would definitely recommend December.
And I'm just looking around. We've got more people walking in. I think this is actually a record for us here at ELF. We usually have about 15, 20 people turn up. We've got well over 35 people here today.
Right.
That's a record, and I'm chuffed.
Yeah.
I'm really chuffed.
The times that I've been here, this is the most people that I've ever seen. And,
apart from when we did Tournathon.
Oh, yeah. Apart from that, just sort of a regular, like a weekly. I can imagine to get people down to weekly, sometimes it's like, because they're regular, you have like tentpole events, you can get people to come down there. But yeah, this is really good turnout. And we've got a lot of variety of games. We've got Marvel, we've got Street Fighter, we've got Tekken, and, there's even Smash Brothers in the background as well. So there's definitely a lot of good action here.
Right. So what we're going to do here, we're going to, the purpose of Fighting Friday is to basically have free casuals. This is where people come to level up their game. So you'll come down on a Friday and you'll play lots of casuals against people of varying skill levels. Some people would be a lot better than you, some people would be just a little bit better than you. But the whole point is to share knowledge.
That's it.
We share knowledge here and we level up. And through that practice, some of our ELF guys have actually managed to go on to Revo, which was the tournament that we had last weekend, and placed really highly. One of our guys came fourth.
Yeah.
And I think the rest of them were either top 16 or just outside top 16.
Yeah.
They've done really, really well.
A good point for that as well. Everyone says practice, you get better, you play, you get better. But sometimes you forget that's kind of what you need to do. So even myself going to East London Fighters tournaments and their sessions, I've seen like Benga play. I saw him at the Ironman Challenge. I played him now. He's much better than he was when he was at the Ironman Challenge watching him. We spoke, he found his character. And we actually had a conversation about sharing knowledge when I was teaching him some things about Brian. And one interesting point Takedo said from the Japanese community is that they always teach each other. They're not hiding tech. I know if you're competing for a tournament, you're not going to give your opponent, I'm going to do this to you. But it's a different side of we're all a community. We're growing. So when the Japanese come to tournaments, they share knowledge and they help each other out. So
Absolutely.
I really sort of. Takedo, he's doing people called weird stuff, measuring himself from the monitor, but he's winning and he takes it like very seriously. So leveling up here is definitely, you can't underestimate being in an offline setting because you have to contend with nerves.
Exactly.
Even me playing there, it's relaxed, but you're still like you want to win. So
people are watching you.
Exactly. In your bedroom, it's different. You've created your whole environment. So I'm comfortable here. I'm in my dressing gown. I can swear and do whatever, and I'm relaxed. So definitely, guys, get down to East London Fighters. Get down to any session, but come down to EXP Legend, East London Fighters. You'll definitely have fun.
Yeah. So what we're going to do here, we're going to focus on Tekken. We have got other games playing in the background. We've got Street Fighter, we've got Injustice somewhere, we've got Marvel somewhere.
Yeah,
And,
got Marvel there
but
too.
the focus is Tekken. Most of the people that are here today.
Oh my dear, double KO! Sorry, just
Yeah, one of the games we're watching. I think you guys can see it too. One of the focus that we're doing today is Tekken, because we are, at the moment, a Tekken community. And, you know, we've changed over the years. We've gone from Street Fighter to King of Fighters briefly. We had quite a lot of players for that. But now, everybody in East London wants to play Tekken. So what we're going to do is focus on Tekken today. We're going to talk you through a couple of matches. We're going to have lots of people coming up and playing. And we'll have a few interviews for you today as well. I'll get back on camera. Got a few interviews for you today as well. Like I said, you've got one of the the founder of WeGeek who's going to be joining us. I'll be talking to her a little bit later on. But at the meantime, let's enjoy this match. At the moment, we've got Robin. You just see them here. We've got Robin playing against Gabenga, Arsene Gabenga.
and he's changed to Miguel. He was using Shaheen and a few other ones, and he did say that Miguel's the one that he's gelled with, and you can definitely really see how comfortable he is playing Miguel compared to Shaheen.
Yeah. So, Robin, who's using Leo, is actually our first lady of I was going to say KOF then.
Because that's what you said. I remember he said that before.
Yeah, I've got to watch that. Offending some people. No, Robin is our first lady of Tekken, and she's actually very, very good. She's literally the gatekeeper here. If you can't beat Robin, then there's really no point in you being here as well. Do you know what I mean? I can't beat her, but then I don't play Tekken much.
No, she's definitely good. Definitely, I've seen her at nearly all the tournaments I've been to. She's very dedicated. Birmingham, London, like traveling all around Revolution.
Indeed.
So you see that progress. You might think you won't get better, but you come to multiple events and you just start to get better. You'll start to see regular faces and you start forming their little rivalries. And yeah, Robin has definitely been improving.
So we've got somebody else turning up at the moment. I don't know who this dude is. I'm going to go find out so I can get his name right.
We've got a nice little rotation going on here on the stream cell, which is good.
So are you playing two now? What name would you like me to have? Huh? What name would you like me to have? For now. Okay.
I can't hear you in this.
Okay, so stepping up to the plate now, we have Robin and Chris. Now they've actually swapped sides, which is really inconsiderate. I actually hate it when people do that because they don't give you any sort of...
It's the politeness, you move up to the next slot.
Yeah. And now what we're going to do is a first 2, 3.
Okay, that's good, yeah.
And then we'll switch and have somebody else. There's a lot of players here, as you can plainly see. We've even got a small Smash group playing on the big screen thing over there on the right-hand side, which you can just about make out.
It's a nice rotation here. Let's say, calm down, guys. You'll definitely get some games in.
Indeed. If you're local to the area, this Fighting Friday session is absolutely free.
That's it, free. You can't beat that, I was surprised that it was free as well. So, free session in London. What reason do you have to not be here? Like, on a Friday night? You haven't got work tomorrow.
Yeah, but my bus fare, fam, innit?
Got 2 train stations, Hackney, Wick, Stratford, take your pick. Come down, play some free games. Paul, okay.
Now.
Interesting to see Chris play. I haven't seen him or played him before, so...
I've just lost the sound for the video capture device. That's really odd. Who's that? Hello, Volchok. Welcome to the chat. Can you guys hear the game sounds? Because I can't hear the game sounds and I'm trying to figure out what's just happened.
We're just running through the technical side here.
Yes. For some bizarre reason,
The
this
death
happens.
fist.
See, I always think that people should not. Hey, you can't hear it. Okay, let me see if I can fix that for you. I always think that when people get hit by that death fist, they should just walk away from the console. People shouldn't be getting hit by that in this day and age.
Oh, nice hotkey. You feel it in your soul when you get hit by a death fist.
Isn't it?
I'm glad there's no walls on this level. That wouldn't affect the sound on actual monitor because I don't think I can hear on that.
No. Okay, guys, bear with me 1 sec. I'm going to restart the stream. I shall be back with you in just 1 moment. Don't go nowhere. Right, so we had minor technical difficulties. We seem to have come back. We seem to be working, and I think we are good to go. Right, and I think we're good.
Round 1. Fight.
That's what people should be telling everyone. Just say, if you want to play, then tap someone on the shoulder because we're all here to talk. Right, so I think we're good to go. It's all fun and games here. Okay. And we are back. So we've picked up. Robin's still on because Robin's still on because she's darn awesome and she's like winning everything that she plays. She's very good at winning. We noticed this.
Just had a few technical stuff, and now we're just back. Is his name Antonov?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
His name's actually Anthony, but today he's Antonov. That was awesome. We actually saw some really cool slow-mos at Revo, didn't we?
Oh,
There was
of the
one that
best.
I saw, which was clips, and I saw you reacted to, which was when I think it was a King player versus a Paul player.
Yeah. Revolution was a really good top 8. You know, a really good, solid top 8, and the slow mo from King. His Charlie's playing against Nivek, and he had one more mix up to win. Excellent comeback. The longest slow mo in a top 8 you'll see, and it was great.
Indeed.
Right, so Robin took that one 3-1.
So Robin's taking that one, unsurprisingly.
So we're starting from now then.
Yeah, way as well. Robin takes the first game. Hey, God Super, welcome to the stream. How you doing, dude? I'm sat here at the moment. Stay tuned because we're gonna have a really, really cool interview with the First Lady of WeGeek. You guys will be in for a treat, I'm sure. She's a very, very cool lady.
Nice.
And yeah, so where are we? Robin's kicking a shite the 7 bells out of Antonov currently. She does this with a lot of guys.
So you must play KOF as well. Then have you ever played him at King of Fighters?
What's that?
Have you played Anthony at King of Fighters then?
Yes, I have. He doesn't actually use Antonov.
Oh.
He uses King, Clark, and insert third person. You know.
That's good. He's very good. You know, I respect people that can play like the 2D games and 3D to like a very good, you know, competent level. I can't play KOF at all. I love the game, but I am really bad at it.
Yeah.
But so it looks like, is Robin on a 7-win streak?
It looks like it.
Yeah, because she's been on
She's good. She's good. Yeah. I think she turned up and she's like, I think she finished just outside top 16 at Reba.
Yeah, I did see her results. She did well there. She went to Versus Fighting. She went to the London qualifier as well.
Yeah.
I think even the Birmingham qualifiers she went to as well.
Yeah, she puts in the work. She definitely likes travelling and representing and honing her skill at King of Fighters. I've got to stop saying that.
King of Fighters, First Lady.
I know, right?
Nice.
But yeah,
she's oh, look at that Leo pressure. Oh, that was
so good.
Yeah,
at that
yeah. The Leo pressure is so overwhelming to deal with at the wall, and you can tell that Robin definitely have been practicing. What a dog!
That launch. See, I love watching her play because she just has this string where she just takes it from one end of the wall to the other.
Yeah.
And you can't do much about it at all.
No, that was nice. You can see that she knows that string, ducked it as well. Got low life here.
Oh, she had time to launch that, like 15 years.
And with Rage, use the Rage drive.
Now, Leo's Rage art, is that the optimal time to use it when you're against the wall?
Yeah, because when you wall splat.
Ooh!
Nice. When you wall splat with a normal move, it will wall splat. But if you use a Rage art, then you can wall splat again.
Yeah.
Where, say if you use a normal version, they'll fall off the wall.
Yeah.
It's similar like Fang's shoulder, you can wall splat him with the shoulder, and if you use a Rage drive, you can splat him again. Where if you just shouldered him again ordinarily, then he would fall off the wall. So definitely, I think that was optimal time to use it. She was just slightly off axis there, but it tied up 2-2 now. Nice whiff punish there from Leo.
Oh. Raw Rage art.
I saw what he was trying to do.
punished.
That was, he went for the mid with Nina, and usually because plus frame she would have done an attack, trying to get a counter here, but I think she's got a bit too overzealous with the Rage drive. She should have waited. If Antonov would have waited like a split second, might would have baited something. But so now it's 2-0 to Robin, and yeah, she knows that she's got the down jab as well, interrupting that string from Nina there. Oh, full launch now.
So again, this is the final game because what we're going to do here is to keep the flow moving so people don't stand around too much. We've got a fair few consoles here, but we've got 35 people here tonight. 35. And everybody's waiting around to play games. So we're going to keep things moving rather quickly. After this game, I'll call up Law.
So Robin leaves. So when Robin goes up, Being is on, he stays on.
Well, yeah, Robin can come off now. I think, after this. Yeah, we'll get two fresh people on after this one, and then I'll call up.
Oh no,
the
that throw
first
from
lady of
Leo
WeGeek,
at
which
the
will give you guys the
Oh.
rundown on what to expect.
That was unfortunate. That throw from Leo at the wall spins the opponent right round. He gets a full combo after that. Unfortunate there was some weird axes and she didn't get the follow up there. And she cost her the round. They're just in each other's faces and they are not spacing at all. It's just literally pressure. Wow, off a down jab, converted that to the wall. Gets a full combo. That was so good.
There you
Nice.
go.
Well, Robin is very patient and composed as well
Yeah,
now.
she's a bit of a bully, really, isn't she?
It's seeing players like Pez Charlie and Robin like get better and improve.
Yeah.
It's such a, it shows that the scene isn't dying. It's still alive and it's growing. Even me, I've been playing Tekken for years, but I weren't in the scene until this year. Fortunate drop there. So yeah, it's just good to see. You can see the progression as well.
Yep. So, I'm going to go ahead, because it looks like this is a foregone conclusion, if I'm honest.
What a duck! Nice, yeah.
Would you mind yelling out for North for me, please?
No.
Yeah. So, Robin's managed to take that one. Yes, again. Yeah. Who's a traitor? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. Oh, really? 5 minutes? Yeah, no, you're fine. Go ahead. Okay, you got 5 minutes. So, I've just been jilted because Nor has told me that she wants 5 minutes. She wants to get a game in of Tekken so that she can kick somebody's ass that she's been waiting to play. I don't mind that. That's absolutely fine. But what we're going to do now is change the screens and update the scores. Because,
So we're gonna have Haroon on.
Is that Haroon?
Yeah.
I just spell that. Right. Updated.
So yeah, we have Haroon, very well-known London Tekken player as well, and I think he recently went to, either the Madrid one or he went to the Italy game show.
It was Madrid.
Oh, okay, it was Madrid, right?
It was Madrid because Rukang was at Revo
right.
and he was watching the stream.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah.
Completely disrespecting people watching the stream while he was playing the game himself. So there we are. We're gonna have Robin playing Haroon. Here we go. First to 3. Now Robin, as I mentioned, is our first lady of Tekken here at Elf. Haroon is kind of I won't call him a prodigal son. He's a honorary elf because he plays with us quite a lot.
Okay.
But I do think he does have his own affiliations, much like Rukang. Rukang is down here quite often. But he does obviously have his own place to hang out.
Okay. You can see Haroon is just steamrolling at the moment. Very good movement areas. Borang.
You cut down for like 2 minutes.
They was just going to space.
Where did it go?
That's it. Just keep it solid. Nice down forward one. And that was all started off from a nice sidestep from Haroon.
Absolutely. Let me know you're coming.
Oh, Dunnerstream got caught him ducking and that just frame skyrocket and then basically 50% life. 50% life just gone. Nice counter hit from Robin there. Brings back her own combo. She's still in it.
Ooh,
Nice
nice
sidestep. Unfortunately, that move from Horang leaves him back turn, so she kind of just sidestepped and was you know, in his face as opposed to taking his back. But she's playing solid now.
That's it. That is punishable though, isn't it? That's a long launch thing because it looked like he had like zero recovery. On
Yeah, it was punishable, but I think it did kind of throw her off the fact that, oh, I sidestepped him, but now I'm at his back, which is his front, because he just done that move where he turns around. So
Yeah.
it was slight fortunate position there, and he's going with another Just Frame Skyrocket. So you can see that he's looking out for the ducks. You know, he's trying to bait you to duck in. Oh, he's got the launch of his own, and he's hitting you with the max damage combos. Nice mix up with Leo. Blocks it, but doesn't get the full punish there from Haroon. No, he's just waiting for something. He's trying to bait her to make a mistake, and you can feel the big launch come in. Oh, there we go with the launch. Interrupts her.
This is the thing when you look at eye level. Do you remember I sent you that GIF or that little picture where you had like the first panel was people, you know, doing all this high level movement for like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Right, and then they do the wave dashing up to their faces, and nobody's pressing any buttons. It was like that. They literally wave dashed all the way up to her. Hey, literally wave dashed all the way out to her, and not a button was pressed.
Yeah.
If you did that online, you'd have eaten.
That
So
is so
much
true.
damage.
Playing the Claudio, yeah, da, da.
Innit?
That's it. Just
hop kick.
you know, it's actually an important point where if you play someone and you try to go Korean mode too soon,
Yep.
they aren't going to respect the movement, so they're going to press a button. So
Yep.
there are some players where you know I'm better than them, you know I can beat them, but you're trying to play them at too high level. You know the no mix up. They're not going to block the low. So just do the low, as opposed to thinking he's going to block the low. So you do the mid, and he stands up, and then you end up losing. And I've had to learn that the hard way. I think we've all had to play someone when you know, I can beat him. But then you kind of overestimate their skill. Not in a bad way, but you just don't assess it right. And in a tournament, say goodbye to your tournament life, in a long session, come back.
The exact same thing actually happened to me at Revo.
But a very good match there from good play from Haroon. Very solid. He just had the sidestep and the whiff punishes was just so clean and crisp. You can't whiff in front of him. And you know, just like improving someone's skill, just do a lot for Robin's skill, because she's seen right what I need to do against a player of the skill level of Haroon there. Just like that. See, very close. That could have been that punishment there, but he just misjudged the timing. Oh.
See, and that always happens to me as well. You think you're safe, and they always catch you with a launch,
Yeah.
just as you happen to be pressing forward or thinking about pressing a button.
Just like that as well. You see, it's so hard to judge the distance, but something like Huarang, you know, his legs are long, so you have to watch out for that. You know, his legs will be longer than someone else's arms.
Yeah.
But Leo has a very, I'm pretty sure it's down forward 2, has a very nice region down forward 2, so you can't really whip in front of her, because the same thing's going to happen to you. Now we have
Hey,
Haroon on Rage.
Radine 800. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're here at Fighting Friday. It's a live free fighting session in the heart of Stratford.
Oh, unfortunate
Hey Ryu, how you doing?
time out.
So here we go. We've got a match between the first lady of Tekken, and one of our strongest players, Haroon, who was at was it the Madrid? We said
Yeah, it was in Madrid.
recently. Do you know where he placed?
I'm unsure of his placement, but I did remember seeing him on stream playing against some of the Italian players and doing very well there as well. And unfortunately, Robin just took the first round to a timeout as well, which
That's
is
completely legit.
yeah, exactly. You know,
If you can survive the fall, was it 60 seconds? That's absolutely fine.
oh, unfortunate. See, that's what you were saying about that you can punish it, but I think she was going for a load in the middle and didn't realise that. Oh, excellent block there. Very good.
To be fair, I think Robin's doing very well against this guy because he's obviously, you know, a seasoned player.
And another block there is.
Oh,
She's doing so good.
I know,
She's
right?
doing so good. And like, Haroon's not just any person. He's
he's a known player.
Yeah, he's a top player. He plays as well at all the tournaments. So she's going blow for blow with him. Like, and you could see it's not randomness. It's not.
No.
She's not doing it by luck. You see the blocks. You see the clutch moments there.
Oh, by the way, I should point out, do you like my new name bars?
I like them. They're
They're
clean.
awesome, aren't they?
Yeah, and they sort of blend in with the Tekken life bars as well.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, I
I hate
like it.
name bars that are just like big black smudges all over the screens. You think, what's supposed to, you know?
I really do like it. Look at that. Oh, it looks exactly like. Did you make that yourself?
Yes, I did.
That looks really good.
Oh, thank you very much. Hear that stream? I do all things.
No, Grim does have awesome overlays. Wait till you see the Marvel stuff. You know, when we have a Marvel event, when you guys have a Marvel event, you'll see it's got some very good like motion ones as well, in full motion.
No, Ryu the girl is playing as Leo. And she's kicking ass.
Nice duck from Haroon there, yeah. So we were just saying, you know, Robin, fairly new player to the scene, but she's doing very well against Haroon, which is a long-time Tekken veteran, and she's holding her own. This definitely make her a better player from just playing someone like this just in casuals. She's being very careful not to whiff the front. Oh, nice, the Leo mix-ups there. She's brought the life back to even now. And you can sense that Haroon's just waiting for the right moment to strike, and he's running out of time. Oh, now, excellent! Look at that. That is excellent. What do you want to call that? Time knowledge? But it's 2-2 now, and she knew time's running out. Don't do anything reckless. Excellent, yeah. That was a brilliant choice by Robin to do that. Oh, just gets caught with a skyrocket, but unfortunate drop, which just went underneath her. Oh, right. You can see Robin was just looking for something big. Bring it back. She's got 30 seconds now. She's still in it. She just needs one more mix-up. And then, oh, unfortunate whiff in front of Haroon. And that is going to be costly. She doesn't tech, and it gets a down forward one. So now it's 2-0 to Haroon. And as I mentioned before, Robin is playing really well, but Haroon is just he's showing why he's a top player. He's composed, and he's calm, and he's really making her whiff, and he's punishing when it counts. So yeah, Rio, the mix from Leo is just so strong. You know, you want to duck, that low chop that she does, and she's got the low sweep as well from stance, but then you do that and then you get in the full launch from her, and then when you've got the wall on, when you find Leo, you might as well just say, I'm putting the controller down, my life's gone. So yeah, we're just going to update the scores in a sec, but we have Haroon with 2 wins, and okay, so Robin has switched to Leo. Interesting. I have never seen her play any other character other than sorry, she switched to Lee. Or Violet. I've never seen her play anyone other than Leo. Oh no, Leo is a girl. They actually, Harada was on stage at one of the events and actually came out on stage and said, Leo is a girl. So yeah, straight from the horse's mouth with that. We'll see how good. We'll see how good that Robin's Leo is. Like I said, I've never seen it, but seems to be doing well at the moment. Oh, what a whiff punish with just frame skyrocket. Drops a combo, unfortunate. And Lee has received some buffs. Oh wow, walks into the power crush. That move is actually a power crush as well. You can absorb hits with it. And 6 seconds, Robin should just back off now. Keep it safe, and she wins a round. Excellent. So, sorry, as I was saying, Lee just received some buffs. You could say buffs, or you could say, you know, there were adjustments, because he had to work very hard with Lee, but now his combo damage is so good because a lot of the moves that he does in mid-combo leave you closer, so he has more opportunity to punish, to extend his combos, and you don't have to work as hard because he had very high execution moves. Haroon's got his back against the wall. He's got to be careful where he runs into that power crush again. You can see he's just trying to get a feel to how Robin plays Lee. See, he has that punish on deck, but that knee just recovers very quick. Very solid. Oh, so close. I saw what Robin was trying to go. She gets the launch. Oh, unfortunate. The lead. What a punish from 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. I'm just over the place. Like, she could have killed him with a combo, but Lee's back two combo, you know, difficult. You got to practice it a bit. I don't know how much Robin has used Lee, and then the excellent punish with with Haroon, and takes it. And this time is running out as well. So unfortunate that. What a punish there! What a whiff punish. Gets him coming in, takes him to the wall. Oh, see there, you can see that she's just a little bit not as solid when it comes to the combos. Like I said, Lee has got more difficult ones, but if you have him down, you've got some of the most excellent wall carry in the game. I'm astounded of how patient Haroon is. Oh, I say that and he walks into a flip kick. Oh, another punish there as well. Takes us to the wall. Oh, 2 seconds. Just, oh, she gets it! Excellent. Robin is playing so good.
So I went away for a sec and the scores have changed.
2-0 to
Haroon, okay.
Haroon. Just saying, like, Robin's Lee is good. She's playing very patient. They're both playing very patient, so you can't emphasize high patient. You know, you should play in Tekken when you're playing against people who know what they're doing. When you're playing against people on sort of lower skill level, you can be a bit less patient, but you can see that they respect each other a lot. Look how many timeouts we're having in this match, and the match going to 5 seconds. It shows that you shouldn't rush. You shouldn't rush.
Absolutely not. I didn't realise that she used, was that Lee or Violet?
Yeah. It's the first time I've ever seen her pick another character other than Leo, and she's playing him very good, very solid as well.
Yeah. See, I actually, because you know I play Jack now, I dropped King because he's a bit samey.
Yeah, and coming from like a different game, he's a very hard character to pick up and use. You know, if you're sort of more comfortable in other games, a lot of characters gravitate to sort of the standard ones, the Paul and the Jin, because they're easy to pick up. But
yeah.
Even Jack, I think, is a bit more straightforward than a King with his throws and oh, what a conversion there! Oh, the just frame skyrocket again. This is going to go to the wall.
He's very good at those, isn't he? He's measuring the distances and hitting you when you're about to press a button.
Wow.
Right, okay,
That
Haroon
was
takes
so good.
that.
So that's it, 3-0 to Haroon, and Robin played so good there.
She did indeed.
Yeah, she played so good in all the matches there, and yeah, very well done to well on the okay. Right guys, we're just having Grimmy's just doing some maintenance here, just sorting out stream setup, and we're going to have the two next competitors up. So Haroon's going to stay on, and we're going to have Abominable next up on the stream. So hope you're enjoying this Fighting Fridays, East London Fighters at EXP Leisure, as we mentioned before. If you're in the area, even if you're not, come down, play some games in London. Free entry. We've got Injustice, we've got Marvel, we've got Street Fighter, we've got King of Fighters. Just come down.
Man, the setup with the
Yes, man, I am old. old, sponsored by Age Concern.
That's it, Ryu. Free entry. It's free entry. So if you're in the area, if you can make it down, you know, it's on a Friday. So if you don't work weekends, excellent. Come down and play some games.
Absolutely. So who have we got?
So
Player
we've got
one.
Abominable,
Abominable.
and we have Haroon.
So we've got Abominable and Haroon still. Now Abominable, he's a bit of a veteran, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been in the Tekken scene for a long time.
Hey Ryu, you're not as old as me. Yeah? You are not as old as me.
It doesn't matter. We've got veterans here. Like we said, Abominable has been in the scene for a long time.
Yeah.
He used to be a Marduk player, but unfortunately Marduk was taken out of the game. So
Yeah.
he's defaulted to his secondary character, King, and now he's King as his main. And he's like one of the most known or premier kings in the sort of UK scene right now. And
Well, he's a Premier King simply because I don't use a character. You know, if I chose to use King, then, you know, hey.
for a person that came from KOF, you were not bad at all. King's a lot of work, and even Abominable will say that, but I'm not even just saying it, like, I was playing it, and you see the guy who was playing that time, that guy, he's been in the play Tekken since day one, and you were destroying him, so yeah, we have Abominable with King, and then in the gold, we got Haroon, once again, Hwarang.
So we're starting off, and obviously Haroon is a very, very seasoned player, but then Abominable, did I say it right? Abominable
Yeah.
has, you know, old man experience. May not have the reactions, but I love that command throw actually. That's my favourite one.
Tijuana Twister, yeah, it does so much damage.
Yeah.
And it's a 2 break, it's not 1 break, so
Is that when you press both punches at the same time?
no, that's just on PlayStation Triangle, you just press 1 punch, but King's unique in his throws, which we all know, but you know throws will change in this game where you only need to press 1 button to break them,
Yes.
but King still has the 3 button mix up because he's got so many throws. He's got 1+2 breaks, he's got 2 breaks, and he's got 1 breaks, where most characters don't have that anymore.
I see.
And currently we have
Because whenever I try and do a throw, it always, without fail, gets text.
the round is 2 rounds up now against Abominable. It's those sky rockets. You have to be so careful whiffing in front of him, and even trying to go for a throw. King is kind of at a risk. Oh, gets him with the hop knee there. Takes him to the wall. Excellent full combo. Gets him with the ground throw. Oh my god. Oh, see, even there, back against the wall, that little side step, and he launches him.
It will be Ryu, yes. Its winner stays on for a maximum of 3 games, and then he has to come off and get changed. Well, no, he doesn't have to get changed.
You don't have to take your clothes off. But this is better.
Exactly. You know, your clothes stay on, right? But you know, you change players. So Haroon manages to take that first game over Abominable. Too many B's. Abominable.
Abominable. Tijuana Sister again.
There you go. Absolutely.
What's the mix
Do
up?
you know that looks as though you can actually do something else after it? Do you know that?
If the person stays on the floor, he's a great chance to be ground thrown.
Yeah.
And then if he gets up, there is a mix-up that King can do and can lead to another full combo. Because usually he'll go for the low. Anyone will go for the low. But then if he stands up and he ducks, elbow on the head. Oh,
Yeah.
grabs him out
Look
there.
at that.
Grabs him out there.
That was awesome.
Oh, Abominable went for the rage drive of his own, but the get-up kick, the speed has increased from Tekken 6 and Tag 2, and it actually interrupted his own rage drive.
Going in for the command throw. The thing is, King's command grabs actually, they look as though they have slow startups.
Yeah.
Which
Look
is
at that!
I know.
That was so just... Hwarang's Power Crush is arguably one of the best in the game because of that.
One thing that I don't like about Tekken, which other games seem to have addressed, is the fact that every character has the same amount of health.
Oh, do you prefer it if they have different amounts of
Yes.
health? Okay.
Because some characters' output for damage is greater than others.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept, and I think people may not like the change initially, as in super moves. I didn't, but I think if Namco was able to do it well, then it would make sense. Jack is a robot,
Yep.
so you'd assume he'd have high health and high damage, but then they might have to try and tone something else down. It's interesting to see in a 3D game, because I know Dead or Alive doesn't have, it does have that as well, and has weight. So you can juggle in Bash, you have to change your juggle, as opposed to juggling Kasumi, you can juggle for ages, and it's a 3D game. So it's interesting seeing that concept in a 3D game as opposed to 2D, where 2D you see that all the time.
Yeah.
It'd definitely be interesting to see a Tekken 8 and they had something like different health. I don't know how the community will react, but I think if it's done right and done well,
Right.
it could be something to be looked into.
Hey Kenny Swiss, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're streaming live from Stratford EXP's Leisure. I said that completely wrong. EXP Leisure in Stratford.
EX Stratford.
And this is Fighting Friday. Today we're focusing on Tekken 7. We are a multi-game gaming community, but today just Tekken 7. That's what most people are here for.
We've got other games in the background, so definitely if you play any game, Street Fighter, Injustice, King of Fighters, come on down. If you're interested in learning another game as well, this is a good place to come because people will teach you and you'll learn.
Exactly. We've got players of all caliber here. We get a lot of high-level Tekken players. We've seen Haroon, who's actually beasting on this game at the moment. We also get players like Rukang. He comes down quite regularly to our events. But we've got high-level King of Fighters players, high-level Street Fighter players. Our last Street Fighter tournament was... I forget what it was called.
Oh, Player 2, wasn't it?
It was Player 2.
Yeah.
We collaborated with Player 2. And it was called Rage
Rage
Quit.
Quit, that's right.
That's right. We had quite a lot of high-level players like Jones Arcade, Methods Quiggy as well came down for that. So we got a lot of guys who are very, very good. A lot of guys who maybe not so good, but who level up very quickly because they're in this environment.
That's it. When I've been to my first sessions, everyone's a bit apprehensive, but when you lose, you realise I can't break throws. I can't break lows.
Yep.
I can't, in 2D games, my hit confirming isn't great. So it kind of gives you a live demonstration of what you need to practice. But destroying your brothers at home doesn't really give you that, and
No.
that's what my story was for a long time. Nice break on the giant
See,
swing there.
that gives the longest time to break that, doesn't it?
And with the unfortunate thing about King's Giant Swing, most people have their hand placement on the controller, their thumbs over square. So if you just mash any button, there's a high chance you're going to mash square and break the giant swing.
Yeah.
So that is a bit of an issue. So King's throws are high damaging, but he has to hit you with them. They can be sidestepped, they can be broken.
Yep.
So there is some downside of trying to throw out something and then someone, unblockable clothesline, gets him with the rage drive.
Oh,
we have a chain
is this going to
throw.
be it? You can break out of this.
Oh, he's dead now.
There you
He
go.
could have broke out the next one, but he didn't have enough life to actually do it. And there was only 6 seconds left, so Tobomon was up his 2 rounds.
Yes, Ryu, super hands.
Oh, catches him ducking.
Ryu, the next Street Fighter V tournament will be in December. The next MVCI and Tekken tournament is going to be in November. So it actually happened before our December event. And looks like Mr. Abominable has a fan in the stream chat.
Oh, Rukin goes Stu.
Yeah.
Rage drive. Oh, gets
Look at this.
suplex.
He's awake.
That was very close.
That leaves
One
him
more
safe.
jab now. And he gets it with a
Nice.
throw to the wall.
Oh, he could have pressed the button. Any button would have done it. Any button would have done it.
That was stout. I have to say that was robbery. Usually the unblockable would hit from there, and he was able to get all the way around. And when he threw him to the wall from that choke slam throw, the distance was, it wasn't at max distance as it usually is. So Stu is a bit apprehensive about attacking and getting punished. But if he'd have just done a little jab,
It would have
would
worked.
have been safe and still might have killed him as well. That is heartbreak. in a dangerous position. Gets him to hot knee. Excellent. Oh, drops a combo there, unfortunate. A dangerous position of Huarang against the wall, because if you get hit, power crush.
This could be it.
Yeah.
This could be it. The amount of damage that Huarang puts out. Indeed. Huarang manages to take that, and it's well deserved.
So that's 3
GG's, dude.
Haroon. So
who's
we're gonna
next?
have our next player up. So who's next after Haroon, right? Or is this?
Well, we'll figure out who's next. I'm going to go see if my interview is ready. Bear with me one sec, guys.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. King, Alisa Boskanovic. Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, snap. He's on stream.
戦わなければいけないのけ
Round 1. Fight.
An accent. In it. All right. So what am I doing?
Well, we're just going to sort.
Hey, awesome.
Okay, guys, so I'm back, and this time I'm joined by the Grand Wizardess herself, Nor.
Hello, hello.
Now, Nor is the boss of WeGeek. WeGeek is the group that we're going to be partnering with in December to put on the Gaming Utopia event. We're going to be handling all of their tournaments for them and doing lots of awesome stuff. We've got some great sponsors for the event. And what sort of stuff can we expect?
Oh man, everything. It's like geek land, you know, everything a gamer loves in one place. So we have tournaments, as Vern here said. We have a Tekken tournament, which Bandai Namco are bringing in prizes for. We're probably going to have an Overwatch tournament. We have a Street Fighter tournament. We're going to have a FIFA tournament. And we are going to have a Mario Kart tournament.
Mario Kart, yay!
Yeah, the good old Mario Kart. Oh, come on. There's the crowd for Mario Kart. We all love Mario Kart. Come on. If you're not good at... No. I was going to say, okay, honestly, you can be good at Mario Kart at any given moment. Just train, you know, you have... The Nintendo Switch is quite cool. Mario Kart 8 should be fun. But I'm really looking forward to the Tekken tournament. I wish I could participate.
Can you not?
But you know, I'm running the event, so it's a bit difficult.
It is difficult
Yeah.
to do both things at once.
Yeah.
But surely you have a number 2 that can stand in your place.
I mean, let's hope I have a number 2. I'm gonna pick one here. Have him be like my master, go and beat people in Tekken. No, but actually Bandai Namco are bringing in a cool like statue as a prize. I wish I could get that statue, but unfortunately I can't participate to win. So, but yeah, that would be cool.
Well, the thing is, I won't be able to join in myself because I'll be busy doing like boring stuff.
Yeah, That's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes organizers just don't get to do the fun stuff, but
But I should imagine that half the people that are here, and it looks like we've actually broken the 40 barrier for people that have turned up tonight. This is actually a record for us tonight.
yeah, no, it's a really great turn up actually,
Yeah.
and quite a few people are really good at fighting games.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like I got my ass beat twice by a person by.
Have you
by
actually
te-
won anything tonight?
No, well, okay, I won like 3 rounds or something, but I didn't win an overall like, you know, best out of 3 type of thing. Didn't do that. Didn't get it. Sucked quite a bit, but you know what? These guys are pros. Like, these are, yeah, I mean, they're bringing their own controllers, like with their like stick, you know, and so I'm just like holding. I'm used to Tekken Tag. This is Tekken 7, and so I'm still
is
in the
slightly
shock.
different.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still in. The timing, I think, is different.
Yes.
The movements are quite similar because I'm doing the same combos. I play with martial law, so I'm
Oh,
doing.
all right, okay. Sorry. All my respect for you has just gone out the window.
Look, he's the best character on
So
there.
your team on Tekken Tag was Law on Law, right?
Law and law.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tekken Tag. It was martial law and forest law.
You can leave now. Bye.
Okay, look, they are the best, but now martial law is the best. Honestly, like I think he's made after Bruce Lee, isn't
Yes,
he?
yes.
Okay, so how could he not be the best? Tell me.
Well, I don't know. Some people say Lei would be better than Law.
No, I
Because
think.
Lei is like obviously modeled after Jackie Chan.
I think. Okay, okay, fair enough. But I think you know what? I'm looking at Violet. I'm looking at his movements, and they're quite similar to martial law. In a way, I'm seeing a lot of people whose main character is martial law playing with Violet when they want to go easy.
Go easy.
I know, it's
Violet's
such a
a
shame.
git.
Such a shame. People are trying to go easy. I got to the point where the biggest offense you can do to a human being in Tekken is say, I'm gonna go easy on you.
You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna go easy on you. I think that's the biggest offense.
Did I say that? Is that me? Okay, so what we're going to do is commentate this match that Stu is playing. How do you fancy your skills as a commentator?
Is who?
How do you fancy your skills as a commentator?
Well, I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna be like, okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do, I don't actually know what the score is,
Let's see.
so we'll just take it from now. It looks like Stu's won 2 games. So let's give him that on the scoreboard.
So it's Stu against?
Stu is playing against Harley Chris.
Okay. So Stu is king.
Yes.
Dude, Alicia's just so, like, good. She's a freaking robot. You know, she can take her head off and, like, just throw
And
it
give
at
to
you.
and then miraculously grow another head.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, no, that's kind of.
That's a wonderful skill to have.
Yeah, I know.
Right, so here we go.
But then it blows up, and then
yeah.
you're like, I wish I never ever trusted this girl.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we've got Mr. Abominable, who's actually going to be a commentator for us at WeGeek.
Oh yeah, nice one.
So we've got a commentary scene here for Tekken here.
Oh, that's awesome.
That would be Stu, and the guy who was sitting next to me earlier on, that's Mild Dragon.
Nice one.
He's actually quite well known in the community.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
I like it already.
Yeah. And we've got our Street Fighter commentators as well, but they're not here. Well, one of them is, but he's going to be on holiday.
Nice.
So we've got another team set up for you. Don't worry,
Perfect.
we've got it covered.
We got
Oh,
you.
wait,
Honestly.
so we were going to cover this match, but it's over already.
Oh wow.
So we won't cover this match. We'll just do a different one. Oh, where's the thing gone?
Cool.
There you go.
By the way, do you know that we're having lightsaber classes in the event?
Right, yes, I do, and I'm intrigued to know how that will work.
So, it's there are these people called Silver Sabers, and they are freaking awesome. They're like, you know, lightsabers. It's you might think you're just gonna pick up a lightsaber and swing it around,
Yeah.
but that's not actually what you do. It's a proper martial art. It's like a combination of kendo and fencing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. kendo and fencing, and together it becomes one, and it becomes the lightsaber art. You know, and actually, you meditate while you do it. It's a proper martial art. There's like a forum. You know, there's like everything. I go every Monday actually.
Really?
Yeah.
You're actually. Are you training to be a Jedi?
Yeah, I'm training. Yeah. I can assist the trainee trainer.
Yeah.
Trainer. My English. I'm from Saudi Arabia. English is my second language. Excuse me.
You would never know.
But yeah, so he's quite good. I can assist, but obviously I'm going to be busy with the event. And also we have an Assassin's Creed parkour show.
That's what I'm actually very interested in.
Yeah, so it's going to be a show plus, you know, we're going to be teaching people. Well, not me, you know, qualified parkour trainers. But it should be cool, yeah. And then an orchestra.
Which is also awesome.
Yeah.
Now, going back to the parkour.
Yeah.
Now, I'm quite rotund at present.
You're what?
Quite rotund at present.
Rotund?
Rotund.
Rotund?
Yes.
Is this English?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means fat.
Oh, okay, you're fat.
Yes.
I don't think you're fat.
Oh, well, thank you
You're
very much.
muscly.
I used to be, but not so much now.
Ah.
Anyway, here was the film. So, how the hell would I be able to do parkour?
Well,
The
that's up to
backflips
the
and-
trainer. Well, you're not going to be able to do a backflip in one day.
I want to be able to do backflips.
Oh, that's cute, but you know, no one does that. I mean, unless there's a YouTube video about a guy who tried to do a backflip in one day, and he did succeed, but he literally spent, I think, 8 hours trying to do it on a foam thingy.
Yeah.
So if you have that, good for you. But what parkour teaches you is basically to not fear in your mind when you want to jump from one place to another, because quite often it's like fear of heights, or it's fear of like, you know, that you're gonna get injured, where you just need to focus on your destination.
Right.
And that's what it's really gonna teach you. And you know, people are gonna be dressed in Assassin's Creed, so
It's going to be awesome.
I know.
I'm so looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Right, so what we're seeing here
Yeah, what we're seeing here, yeah.
is Mr. Abominable. Oh, this is going to hurt.
Shit. That did hurt. That looked pretty bad.
Is Mr. Abominable doing lots of command throws on Arsenic Benga? Now, isn't that
wow.
a name?
It's a name.
Do you know who the boss of Arsenal is?
Arsenal,
Yeah,
the football team.
yeah. Arsenal Wenger.
Do I look like a football fan to you?
Well, I'm not a football fan.
Oh, you're not?
No, I
Okay,
can't
yeah. But
stand
you're
football.
English.
What makes you think that? No, seriously, what makes you think that?
You have an English accent.
And
And that's it.
fair enough. So anyway, Arsenic Benga, which is an awesome name, keeps using those raw rage arts, and they just leave them open all the time. Let's fix the scores. There you go. Wasn't paying attention. So we're going on to game 2 now.
What's the other person's name?
Abominable.
Abominable.
Stu Abominable.
I almost read that as abdominal.
I've been putting too many B's in that name earlier. Yeah, Abominable. You know, when you don't read it properly.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I was being told earlier that breaking throws on this game is actually quite easy.
Oh, my.
Yeah, because it's
Look
now
at him.
been simplified to one button, as opposed to having to
Oh,
press
he's
the
in
right
rage.
button depending on. Yeah. Do you reckon you can take him?
King? Yeah, Michael? I'm not sure.
See, I used to play King, and now I don't.
King is quite heavy.
Yes.
I like characters that can move fast. That's why I chose martial law. Obviously,
also one of
Eddie's
those
also a cheat character.
Yes, yes.
I used to use Eddie as well. You know,
I'm shaking my head, by the way.
yeah, I
guys.
know. You're just he's disappointed. He's just disappointed in who I am and why I'm doing this.
Yeah, so I use Jack now because I actually like the quick burst of raw power in a lot of characters, and King doesn't have that, but Jack does.
Yeah, Jack is quite good.
Yeah, it's quite mobile. For
Yeah.
like, you know, given his size.
And he does that move where he's just like,
Yep.
yeah,
I love it.
it's quite good. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that gut punch. Stu
Oh,
not
come on,
capitalising
King.
off that gut punch. I have a feeling that Stu's actually going a bit easy on Gabenga. Probably sensing that, you know, his level maybe be
King's Enrage.
quite up there. And of course,
They're
when you're
both-
in rage, your damage output goes up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, unless you're in the middle of a combo that can't be stopped.
Exactly.
That's the thing about Tekken. If you're in the middle of the combo, you're screwed. Yeah, I don't think you can. Can you defend in the middle of a combo?
No.
It's quite. Yeah, you can't.
Well, if the first hit doesn't hit you, then yes, you can block.
Oh yeah, no,
But if
I
you're in
mean
the
like
air-
if you're just in it. Yeah, difficult.
I mean, if you're talking 10 strings, yes, you can. You can predict blocks for 10 strings because then they're often not actually true combos.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true.
So missing the throw there. Getting the command grab. You can actually
Ooh.
break out of these. You've actually got quite a large window to break out of each throw.
Yeah, they do.
But thankfully, Stu drops it. So Kapenga lives to fight another day.
Oh my.
Manages to break out of that throw. Let me break
He
this
also
back.
stopped that combo with a punch.
Yes, that happens.
I don't think you can stop it with the defense,
Sorry,
but that was quite good.
what's that?
Ooh, ooh. Oh my. Oh shit. Okay. Well, he's done for. I didn't know they talk in Tekken 7.
They do, and interestingly
Oh my
enough, they all
gosh.
speak in their own native language.
Oh, I love. So Shaheen speaks Arabic.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, I'm so happy about that. You know, I was really happy when they did an Arab character.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it represents like Saudi Arabians play a lot of Tekken.
This I did not know.
No, most of them now are playing Shaheen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you'd think, really, that, you know, because you got Eddie, that most of the West Indians and Brazilians and Africans would be playing Eddie.
No, not really. But like, okay, Eddie's been an ancient character in Tekken. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Shaheen is like a very, very new one.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, no video game characters had Arab characters unless you're in Call of Duty and you're fighting the enemy.
It's true.
But that's it.
Yeah.
But for the first time, you have a player that is actually like from the region, so it's quite. And his name is Shaheen from the region, so it's quite cool.
He's actually quite an easy character to use as well, to be fair.
I've noticed a lot of beginners are using him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know.
But then that's the thing of Tekken, you know, the newer characters are very easy to pick up. They seem overpowered.
Yep.
Like, what's that girl called? Is it Christy? Christy's a new character?
Christy?
Christy.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
new, yeah.
She's got easy moves.
Yeah. She's like
Press
another
one button.
Eddie,
Yeah.
but lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Press one button and she does like 20 hits with one button. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
that's true.
Thanks, Avery, for hosting us. I'm sure we'll get lots of other people watching us, which is awesome. That's kind of the whole point.
Ghost Tooth. Whoa. Oh, he got him. He got him.
That takes so much damage.
That's a classic move from King, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got other command throws which I prefer.
Oh my god, that was a perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a perfect.
To be fair, perfects are quite common in this game.
Not for me. No, I'm kidding. I actually got perfected once.
Yeah.
And I perfected once.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Just
only once.
Only the ones?
Only like, not like once. Like one ball over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So was the other person actually still playing, or had they got up to get a coffee or something when you got that perfect?
No, they were just like, oh. And then they beat me brutally after that. And I was like, okay, I forgot my perfect. I'm very sorry.
Here we go. Giant swing again. Ooh.
Nice.
Getting that super launch. It's a nice damage combo. That took about 45%.
Holy shit. And he's not. Oh, well, yeah, he did sub. But no, he's going again. Again. Holy shit.
Yeah, Kapenga actually
That
putting
was
in the
well
work.
done. Abdominal.
Abdominal.
Abdominal 8. Let's see who's going to win. Oh, wow. Oh, it looks like a abominable.
Who?
Looks like King. It looks like King is gonna win this one.
Yeah. I'd give it that.
Ooh, well done.
So here we go. Stu's 2 games up. Are you going to jump on next?
Oh, next.
I don't know who's waiting to play.
No, look at the waiting line. There's quite a few people today.
There's a lot of people. I'm very surprised.
Yeah, when I came last time, this is a lot bigger today. Yeah.
But you know, because I've got Arnold, who's kind of my, I don't know, the face, because I don't get to talk to everybody. He talks to everybody on my behalf. And he was saying that a lot of people came here today through word of mouth.
Oh.
Yes.
Well,
Great.
when something is good, word of mouth is the way, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, I do obviously advertise on Twitter. So if you're watching us and you want to know how to follow us, we're on Twitter, which is East London FGC, at East London FGC. And we are obviously on Facebook as well, which is East London FGC. We're very imaginative with the titles.
I would tweet, because we need more people.
Absolutely.
Let's get more people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You'll get a lot of people at my event.
You think?
A lot of university game design students are coming. So it should be really interesting.
Now, interesting enough, I was working at a law firm today. And one of the paralegals, her brother's an aspiring game developer.
Oh, lovely.
And he's got his own little posse of friends as well, who are all coding their own games in their bedroom sort of thing. And I told her about the WeGeek event.
Oh, cool.
And she's like, oh, I'm going to see my brother. She's my brother. And so there you go, you've got 4 tickets sold already.
Nice. Nice then. Yeah. Yeah, no, it should be a good one, cuz 3 days, you know, like it's just I think WeGeek is a land that I've always wanted to be in.
Yeah.
That we're making in real life.
So what actually inspired you to start WeGeek anyway?
Oh my. So I studied game design as my bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
But then when I graduated, I realized that what I actually really love about the whole gaming scene is people playing together.
Rolling Death Cradle.
Oh my.
Do you know how difficult that is to hit? That's ridiculously hard to hit.
That was well done by King. Abdominal. Abdominal.
No, well done. Sorry, yeah, so studied game design.
Studied game design, and then after that, realized that what I actually really love about the whole gaming scene is bringing people together to play video games as a community. And, you know, to just like socialize and bond, because bonding over video games is different from bonding just like with social pressure, with having to talk to somebody in a pub or something. It's different. It's like you're playing a game, you don't have to be talking, but you're still talking, so you're getting to know each other.
It's true.
And you're just like trash talking as well, so like you're breaking the social bond of having to be sweet or nice. You don't have to be nice at this point. You can just say what, you know, you want jokingly. It's like friendly hate.
Now, I don't know what it was like for you, because I take it you grew up in Saudi Arabia.
Indeed.
Did you have local video game arcades over there?
Local video games?
Arcades.
Oh, no. No. Probably back in the day they did, but not when I was growing up. So when I was growing up, I just, my brother is quite a lot older than me.
One moment.
Oh, yeah. What's going on?
And you are player, which are you player 2? Huh? And you are Charles. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
Sorry, stream.
Are you streaming them?
I'm streaming everybody that goes on there,
Okay.
yeah. So you were saying you studied game design.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Didn't know you could adjust it that much. What is
See, did you see what they just did there? Right? There's the main account, which is mine, Verngren, right? And then you've got a secondary account called Player 2. You would think that Player 2 would log into Player 2, but they don't. They open up a new account. They do this all the time. So it's not uncommon to have like, you know, a PlayStation with multiple accounts to have every single one of them logged in.
Yeah.
And you only need to use two. The main one and the one that says Player 2. Gotta love people.
Oh, indeed. Indeed.
So here we have two new people, Cords and Charles. One of them is using Gigas. Now, it's a pet haze of mine. People call him Gigas, and I don't know why, because there's not two G's, it's only one, which means it's Gigas. And you've got Jack, which is my character, the character that I like using. So, we have, when I was growing up, we had, what's the thing now? Yeah, so when I was growing up, we had video game arcades.
Lucky.
Yes, and they died out sadly in the mid-90s, you know, early 2000s. They started to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had that whole culture where you trash talk to everybody, and you know, you just it was kind of our Facebook. Do you know, because you walk into a video game arcade and you saw who was there because their name was on a high school table. You know, so you knew who was about, you knew what was going on, and it was awesome. And that's kind of what I want to recreate by doing this. You know, that whole social aspect of it.
It's love, yeah, you know, I guess we all miss it. I really miss like my happiest moments, I think, in life was playing with my cousins and just like enjoying, you know, the night, staying up till like 4 a.m. just playing video games.
Yeah.
You know, that's the purpose. That's why I do what I do, because it's really fun.
We seem to have a similar outlook on this, which is awesome.
Yes, we do.
I like this.
And I'm very happy to work with you.
Same here.
Yeah,
Same here. Now, I can imagine that you'd want to run off and get some games in yourself.
I do.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much,
Thanks for
Vern.
joining me, Noor.
Yes, thank you.
All right, catch you in a bit.
That was a touchy moment.
Okay. Sure. So this is the battle of the two biggest members of the cast, King and Gigas. And joining me just now is Mr. Stu Abominable, Abdominal, as Neil was calling you.
Abdominal snowman. Yeah. How's it going, Vern?
Not too bad, thank you very much. I had a bit of a shaky start today, but things have seemed to come around.
You beat up all the gremlins, you've worked out all the glitches.
Yes.
It's a great night, by the way. It's my first time to one of the fight nights, and it's a really, really great venue to come to. Atmosphere is fantastic. Everyone is very supportive. Everyone's so lovely, they don't even kick you off the game when it's your turn to get off. It's
right?
wonderful.
I was just telling everybody that this is actually a record for us. We've never had this many people on a Friday night before.
If you build it, they will come, my friend.
Exactly. Usually we have around 15, 20-ish, but this is amazing.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And everyone's chilled out. You can see there's loads of setups as far as the eye can see. But the people who aren't playing are having fun as well.
Yeah.
There's people filming each other's games. There's other people just having a drink. Some people having food. People just turning up after work like me.
Yep.
It's wonderful, wonderful. Really great venue.
That's kind of why we do it. We have a lot of fun here doing this.
And we've got Charles versus Cords.
Yep.
So we've got Gigas versus...
No, it's not Gigas. It's Gigas.
Oh,
How
here
many
we go.
Gs do you see?
Here we go. Look, this is great. We all have our own way of playing a character, all saying their name incorrectly and correctly. I have no idea how to say his name, I'll be honest with
It's
you.
got one G. It's Gigas. I hate Gigas.
It just sounds more powerful with Gigas, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. It sounds silly. Say it properly.
Giggles. Sounds like a stripper.
Yes. What?
I'm not talking from experience. Okay. So I'm going to go with Gigas, by the way.
Okay. Good.
Okay. So Gigas, I've been watching. I actually played Charles earlier, and he says he's an online player, and it does show, not in a negative way, in the way that he's very, very pressury. he doesn't always respect frames, but he does work it to his advantage. He does crush highs, does crush lows, he does have setups. It's quite interesting to see if someone who plays predominantly maybe rank mode versus come and play with other people here. He's doing really, really well. And people say Gygas is fairly low tier. Not in a first to 2 or first to 3 format. Not at all. He's very, very strong, powerful character. I mean, that level of pressure now he's showing now. You have to guess what's going on with him in 2 games. That's quite difficult.
So I don't have much knowledge of Gygas at all. I've played against him a few times. One of our guys, Ez, that dude over there, used to use Gygas when the game first came out, but he kind of dropped it quite quickly, saying that he was quite weak. Saying that it was literally 50-50, and if he guessed right, then he was dead.
Yeah, true. It's true. I think it's quite high risk, quite high reward.
Yeah.
I think they do have the balance mostly right. I think some of the things he's missing that make him a complete character, talking as a King player, I'd say maybe his command throw game. He's only got 1 command throw, and now that they've changed, in Tekken 7 it used to be that with normal throws, you had to guess the right escape, whether it would be a 1 break or a 2 break, depending on which throw it is.
Yeah.
They've changed that now, so you just have to hit any punch. So that's taken the throw mix-ups away, and it's made command throws more important. And I think Gygas does really need 1 or 2 more.
Right, okay. So he's got 1 command throw, you said?
He's got 1 command throw.
Right.
It is really, really good, especially when he's got rage. It's a 1+2 break. Basically, he grabs the opponent by the neck and throws them up into the air and smacks them in front of him. It's a fantastic throw to do near the wall.
Well, I've seen that. That's a very strong throw, isn't it?
If you're in rage, you could do about half a bar, maybe nearly half a bar, no problem.
Right. Yeah, see, I usually like the biggest characters on the cast, but I don't like him for some reason. I just don't like him.
What's wrong with him? Is he too derivative?
Yeah, he's just...
Is he a cover act?
Yes. I much prefer using Jack, because he actually looks like he should be Jack. He looks like he should be built that way.
I get that. I mean, it's almost if lore is the ode to Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee, that world, King, they've tried to fit all of wrestling in King. I do buy into what you're saying there.
Yeah.
I think there could have been room for more of a strong style wrestler and maybe a more of a Mexican El Fuerte style wrestler. That could have been an option.
Tekken Tag with JC.
Yeah, that's very true. And if you look through all the kind of the other, for me, the great fighters, we've had an El Fuerte obviously in Street Fighter, and in the Virtua Fighter we also had a masked fighter who very much fought in that style. Now, we've just noticed something there. We noticed Charles hit pause. He actually said to me that he does that a lot when he's playing online.
Yeah.
But because he's playing online, the game doesn't pause, so it doesn't matter. So he's pressing that button all the time.
Got ya.
So
he's got to be careful because in a tournament that'll get him boosted off.
yeah, I know. I said that to him as well. I was actually mid combo, just about to finish him off, and he pressed the button. And I said, "It's no problem in casuals, but just to let you know, that's it. You could be winning the game, but you've thrown it. If you hit pause, it doesn't matter."
Exactly.
It's definitely a habit he needs to stop at some point. But that's not what this is about. This is about having a drink, seeing your friends and getting some games in versus some fantastic players and a really wide-ranging bunch of players as well. You've got people just entering the game.
Yep.
You've got people like Harun, who I played earlier, who unfortunately made my life hell.
He does that for everybody.
Who, he's one of the top players in the UK. It brings everyone here. It's wonderful.
I was just saying, we actually get Rukang here quite regularly.
I saw the
He's one of
interview with
ours.
him.
Yeah, did you?
Really good interview from Eternal Dragon.
Of course you would have seen that. And I'm like, why did you see that? It's on our YouTube.
Yeah.
And, it was at an event that he was like, yeah, okay, yeah, fine. You would have seen it.
You do tend to put up all the videos after the event, don't you? Yeah, I think that's really good. So I noticed that Charles uses that stance. That is interesting. I don't see, obviously there's prominent players who use Gygas, such as King J. He doesn't use that stance anywhere near as much. I actually thought it was fairly defunct, but maybe it is quite useful. He seems to be getting some juice out of it. Smart get up there, side roll. This game, especially with the new get up mechanics in Tekken 7, it's so important to not hit buttons on get up unless you're very sure they're going to hit. Okay, very jab heavy, a lot of jab pressure. A lot of respect being shown right now between Cords and Charles. I mean, Cords, by the way, fantastic player. Finished top 8 last week at Revolution.
Really?
Unfortunately, he couldn't turn up the next day, so didn't get to play. So he was in losers bracket and got defaulted to a loss.
Do you know, I heard a lot of people complaining about the structure of the tournaments at Revo. Because obviously, if you didn't buy the entire weekend pass, you had to pay for each day that you went.
Yeah.
There was a couple of KOF guys. I came 8th, by the way.
You did very well.
Not bad for an old dude.
One of the top cart players in Europe.
I know, right?
I haven't seen the video yet to see if you are the top clerk.
I am.
Did you win?
I am the
Spoiler alert.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. But, I'm proud of it. I am the best Clark player in Europe.
Well done. That is fantastic.
When you're a tournament, but get you far.
Oh, I've got that video queued up, by the way.
But where were we? I'm sure I was saying something.
So Charles has gone 2-1. It's a difficult one. I'm not a massive fan. I think all tournaments have their faults. I'm really not a massive fan of overly public criticism. I think criticism is massively important and it only drives you forward. But it can also really be quite demoralising for people who put their heart and soul into the events. So I think there are forums for it. I thought it was genuinely a very good event. I would say personally I do like to hear the sound of any unit that I'm playing on.
Yes.
And it was such a loud venue, it was quite difficult. Many Tekken players really do rely on the sound and the audio cues. I also think if people do sign up on the day, they should almost just be put into their own group. A lot of players prepared, myself included, watched a lot of match videos of the people that I was likely to play against at the event.
Yes.
That ended up being a bit of a waste, to be honest, unless I end up playing them again in the future. These are just small gripes, though. I mean, I did enjoy the day. I felt the atmosphere was generally quite positive, and it was a good venue. It's a decent venue to play fighting games.
Very, very big, expensive venue.
Right, I see.
But yeah, because obviously I was involved somewhat in the organisation of that event. But no, it was a great event. I had lots of fun being there.
So I really want to get into King of Fighters. Is it too late?
It kind of is, really. The game's been out for over a year now, and the community is dwindling.
Already?
Yeah, the people who are playing it now are just the hardcore players. You've got a few people that are approaching the game, thinking, can I do this? But it's for the uninitiated, it's a very, very tough slog.
I see. Is it the type of game where you do have to take that step of going far beyond your own character to be good at the game? You have to learn every other character, everything that hits them, how they float in each scenario. Right, okay. Yeah, that's a struggle. I mean, it's a struggle with Tekken. I'm a dad, 2 kids and a job, and I find it really hard. This guy too. I find it really hard to keep on top of what all the characters are doing and what's going on.
Absolutely. Now, I'm just keeping an eye on the time. Yep, and we're back. What did I miss? What was
Okay,
that?
we're
What was
back.
going on just there?
Wow, we've got an Eliza playing and winning. Cords does use a lot of characters. I've noticed this about him. And almost the tables have turned a little bit in the, playing Charles, a lot of us don't really know the character that well yet. It's still rather new to us. But now I think maybe Cords is doing the same thing back to him. He's picking a character that not many players know.
So Cause manages to level it up. We're now at 2 games all.
So this is the deciding game. Deciding game. This is the decider. 2-2. Okay.
Look at these dive kicks. 3 dive kicks in a row.
Okay, so now they're going at it. I think they're just taking the energy back off each other, so they're about even.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So an interesting thing about Charles that I've noticed is he does actually move his body with the moves as he hits the button. It's almost like watching a racing game player. It's quite interesting to watch. He does actually jerk his shoulders whenever Gygus does the same thing. Oh, and he's got a rage combo now. And he's gone for a grab. It wasn't if that was a command grab, it would have actually worked. But he rescues it anyway with the rage art. This should kill. And it does. It does. So Charles has stopped the rot. He's got one round against Eliza. Oh, he's gone for the hell sweep. And already is taking him to the wall. Look at the damage on that off a low. He doesn't manage to finish it off. I have noticed that playing against Gygus, some of the juggles don't work as you would expect them to. Not all the big character juggles do work as you might think. And here we go. Charles is now flowing. You can duck that final hit of the down 3, 1+2, 1+2. Charles is laughing. He doesn't know what to do either, but the tables have turned, my friend. Now you don't know this character. And Charles gave away that there. He had some plus frames. He didn't use it to his advantage. Oh, okay. And now he goes for that forward forward 2. Again, gives it up, and it's gone back to a very tentative game. And I think I've noticed since Eliza has come out, Charles is playing far less attacking than he was previously. Oh, very, very, very nice sweep, but doesn't get the full juggle. Oh, the dive kick to close it out. Very nice down 2. This should be a wall combo. No, he doesn't go for the wall combo, and he actually misses the standard juggle. He probably spent a bit of time there deciding what to do and dropped it. And here we go. Now Charles was going into his mode of hitting a lot of buttons. Unfortunately, it didn't work that time. He's back up on his feet. And now it's that 1-2 into stance. Oh, he's done the down 2. This should kill, but he again goes for the standard juggle. And now Eliza had the... Oh, no! Oh, no! He had that. Okay. He's taking him towards the wall. Oh, it doesn't splat. That's quite unusual.
Now, this brings me on to a subject that myself and I were talking about just before you came on. Tekken has to be one of the only titles that doesn't have varying levels of health. So everybody has the same amounts of health.
Yeah.
But not everybody has equal amounts of damage up.
That's true. Very true.
So you look at a character like Eliza, she can take you all the way across to the wall and keep hitting you for 70% of your health.
Yeah, it is an interesting decision. I actually think oh, very nice. I actually think that the Tekken designers actually made their own lives harder doing that, because obviously it's a very easy mechanic to make the game balanced, just to change the health levels. Maybe not faff around with all the moves and change the way they're working.
Yep.
Okay, so Cords did take that at the end. And again, Cords played that I'm going to use a new character, I'll back on you game. And Charles, his headphones are slightly off. He looks a little bit dejected.
So we actually do first to 3. We actually do a first to 3. That's fine. Play this one. You've already started it.
So they're going to have one last game now. We're going to have one last game just between the two of them. But Cords did win that set.
Yeah, so we've got quite a large queue of people turning up. You can see in the background our First Lady of I keep saying KOF. They've got KOF on the brain. They really have. You can see Robin there.
She played great today.
She's awesome, isn't she?
So good, so good. And every time I watch her play, she gets not even just a little bit better, markedly better. I was watching her backdashing, really confident. She's picked up Violet. Who knew that? That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And to see her play grow in the way she has, and she's quite a quiet character, but she's always watching the game. She was watching every game when I was playing. I could see she was working out what I might do if we play against each other. I'm not a big fan of.
But it might happen. Yeah.
It might happen. It might happen. It might happen. And she's dangerous. I think Haroon showed her a lot of respect when he played her. He was backdashing a lot and just watching what she may do to him. I think he's very wise too. She can't be taken lightly at all. She's very good. And again, Benga as well, Arsene Benga. I mean, about 2 months ago when I watched him play, I've got to say, I thought he needed maybe quite a lot of work, but he's
Yeah.
done the work.
He
He
has.
is very strong now. He's looking a lot better.
When I first met Arsene Wenger, he was using Jin. And I told him, I don't think we should use Jin. Because although he knew the combos, he didn't understand how they fit into the actual gameplay.
Yeah.
Does
yeah.
that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. I think a lot of people flock to Jin in the same way some players will flock to Ryu or Ken in Street Fighter, but he is actually a character that only very few people end up sticking with. You need to piece his moves together like a jigsaw puzzle to make him work. He doesn't have that classic sweep bang style, that a really strong mid and a really strong low that will will give you a really great game. You need to poke, you need to space. It's very fundamentals heavy. Okay, so Cords does seem to have the reads on Charles now. He just wants to back up, and you can see in the bottom right corner, Cords does have a meter that he will probably use that soon if he feels he has to. So now he has 2 bars. Now, when he uses this meter, a lot of the time what he'll do is he'll do a jump back dive kick, and now he's at the stage where I think he probably will use it. It's quite evasive. Here we go. There we are.
Right.
There's one. He's got 2. And the second one worked. Oh, but he didn't close it. This is dangerous. Charles is so offensive. Charles will come at you. What's he going to do? And I think he's probably going to whip that into thin air.
Yeah.
And Cords is going to be kicking himself. He's now lost 2 bars of his special. And Charles does not know reverse.
So the raw rage arc, people tend to do that wildly, I find, in this game.
I think you're right. I think I actually did it myself when I was playing. I noticed that after I do a certain move, Arsene Wenger always hit a button back. So I did the move and automatically did the rage art.
Yeah.
Now I was wrong to. He'd learned that I got that read on him. But I think you can get a bit too confident with it. It's such a powerful tool in your arsenal that people do get a bit excited. And Charles did get that run back. Cords will be kicking himself on that one. I know it's just a casual, but we all want to win, and Cords could have had that if he used his second bar properly and got the full combo.
Yeah.
Now they're both getting up. I'm sure we're going to see 2 more players step up. We're just going to usher some people on. And it looks like we may see the return of Robin.
Now, if you guys did not know, we're actually going to do a Tekken team tournament very, very soon. It's going to be one of the first, I think it is the first in the UK, isn't it, the team tournament?
Yeah, we've not had one yet.
Yeah, Elf are very good at doing firsts, by the way. I'm quite proud of that. So yeah, the first UK Tekken team tournament. So if you guys have a team of players that can play Tekken of up to 3 people, you can have 4, but you can only have 3 people playing at any one time. Then look out for the details that we're going to be giving out on social media very, very soon. You can sign up via Smash GG as soon as I've made it public, and come down. We'll get some prizes, we'll get some money, and we'll have a good time, and it'll be awesome.
It's a different dynamic, isn't it, when you're playing in a team tournament? You can, even when you're not playing, you are playing. You're
Absolutely.
behind your teammates. So have you thought about what rules you'll have about coaching, or is coaching going to be fully allowed as long as it's your own team?
Allowed. It's a social event. Everything that we do is social.
Right.
It's not sterile. It's not Evo. It's not anything like that. It's just like this. Everything's social. Everybody's there to communicate.
That's fantastic.
This should be interesting.
2 new challenges.
Player 1.
Okay, so we've got 2 new challengers stepping up. And as you can see, there's as much going on in the background as there is right in front of you. It's really fantastic. Everyone's chatting, everyone's playing. We've even got a Tekken 6 arcade machine right at the back of the venue. We've got a virtual reality setup. We've got people playing Smash in your top right corner. It's pretty wonderful. And again, I can just see Robin tucked away. She's been watching every single one of the games. Such an attentive character.
She doesn't go anywhere. She just pays attention.
Very, very smart lady.
This is what I love. So I'd like to pick my elf team, right? And if I had to pick a team, although we've got stronger players than Robin, I'd like her to be the team captain. You know, because she's very quiet, she's very studious, and she's always watching. She can always tell you where you go wrong.
She knows what everyone can do.
I actually think that's a female trait. I'll tell you why. My wife, for years, used to watch me play KOF, and she could always tell me where I was going wrong. Fern, you should be doing this. Okay, I'll do that. And I'd win, and I'd be like, wow. You know, I actually do think it's a trait that, you know, only females have.
My wife does the same thing, but usually the advice is stop throwing the joystick.
Okay.
And stop punching it. It might punch you back one day.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you can see, everyone's having good banter and a bit of a chat. We're just waiting for people to log in with their controller. Okay, they're just logging in now. So I don't suppose you know which characters either of these two players use at all?
Well, I do. Ez uses, well, half the cast.
I think. Oh, is this? I think I've seen Ez play before. Does he use Asuka sometimes?
No.
No. Okay. Maybe
You
I'm
must be
getting mixed
thinking
up with someone else.
Edmund Fong?
No. Yeah. So Esmond used Katarina.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know that some people have seen this Ez play and have got him confused with Esmond Fong because they're both strong Tekken players.
But no, this Ez uses. Wait. This Ez uses a good portion of the cast, and I think Law uses Law. She was explaining before.
I see. Okay.
And Violet she'd like to get into as well.
Back to Brimstone and Fire. I see someone's been quite creative with the soundtracks on this PS4. There were some tracks I hadn't heard in a very long time.
Say that again, sorry?
Some of these tracks I hadn't heard in a very, very long time. Okay, here they go. Ez versus Grand Wizard Nor, which sounds like something from World of Warcraft. Okay, so straight away with Miguel, hop kick, and it looks like Ez has a decent handle on the juggle, but maybe hasn't done it in a little while, and now he's got it back in his muscle memory. Here we go, taking it to the wall, and doesn't complete that juggle, and now we have, this could
really?
hit, this could, nearly.
Fell just a bit too far.
Nearly. I think some of the crowd weren't sure about that one. I could see them wondering whether it was going to hit or not. I wasn't sure myself. And it's so easy to get caught by those law spins. Okay, bit of a juggle. Nice. And yeah, get up kick, challenges the run in. That's really good decision making there.
Now, Laura's one of those characters that always seems to be plus on everything that he seems to do.
Yeah, that's very true. There is one, even the moves that are unsafe usually look quite safe. There are a couple of moves that he does, like that a lot of law players do use too much, which is, for instance, down 2-3. It's that move where he almost does a little gut punch into a kick. That looks really, really safe. It's actually not safe at all. It's launch punishable. But generally speaking, yeah, Law is a very safe character and can be played in a perfectly safe way.
Yeah.
Okay, and now at the wall, and yeah. Now, Ez made light work of Grand Wizard Nor there, but Nor did have some moments, especially that moment when she went for the Rage Art. She has something to take from this.
I mean, she's not a beginner. She's been playing Tekken for a while, but obviously never really had the competition that a place like this would give you. Although she told me that she won. Is that even a tense? She won a Fnatic. You know Fnatic? The esports that Fnatic.
Really?
Yeah, she won their Tekken tournament.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But she did say that they probably weren't, anywhere near as good as people that
A win is a win. Part of winning is showing the dedication to practice and turn up at the event. And
absolutely.
there's been enough tournaments over my time playing Tekken over the last 20 years or so where I've been one of a few people, but still, you should show the dedication. You turn at rain, wind or snow to play.
You did. Now,
Grand Wizard Nor,
would
she's
you like
letting
me
that
to ask him
perfect
to go easy on you?
impact her a little bit
Would
too
you like me
much.
to ask him to go easy on you?
Ez doesn't look at all phased by the banter of Grand Wizard Nor. He's just carrying on, busting chops.
Yeah.
Okay, nice throw. What can she do for Okazemi? Very, very nice. Doesn't get the full juggle, but that was really nice there. She knew he was going to press buttons. And will this hit? Yes, it will.
It's not going to kill though, is it?
I'm not sure. It's going to be really, really close. Let's see. No, not quite, but he does get the mix-up after. Oh,
Ooh,
very
okay.
nice! No! Apologies if you're at home and you're having to put your head away from the television or your computer. I do get a bit loud when it gets that close. Compose yourself, let's do it. That was very, very close. No, can't dwell on it too much. You can take a lot from that. It's getting closer and closer every single time. Okay, so Ez is going to take it to the wall. Again, he just stops it before the wall. I think it's quite clear to me that Ez maybe doesn't play Miguel all the time. Okay. And now we've got Nor. She has an opportunity here. Now, don't waste that rage art. Use your rage. Keep it. Oh, so close. So close. Ez delayed that combo and he finished it with the final elbow. So Ez is he an elf player?
He is indeed.
He's very strong.
Yes. Like I said, he uses quite a lot of the cast. And he says every single week, oh, I'm getting bored of Tekken. But then he'll choose a different character. So if one's not working for him, you can believe that he'll choose somebody else. He's got a very, very good Josie. I actually think that's his strongest character.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I find Josie very hard to play against, I must say.
Well, she's kind of Bruce, isn't she?
Very, very, yeah, a modified Bruce. Yeah, probably over 50% Bruce.
Yeah.
But there's things in there as well that I'm not yet familiar with, to be perfectly honest with you, that I still find quite difficult. And Ez is... if you look at that bar, it was close.
Yeah, yeah.
Now Nor's going for those trappy lows, trying to get Ez to hit some buttons so he gets caught in a counter hit, and it works sometimes.
Now, I'm actually laughing because I can actually hear the trash talk that Nor's giving Ez right now. There's a lot of banter going on between the two of them. I don't think that's the best way to play video games.
Yeah, especially in this setting.
Hey! Absolutely.
Now those Lucid Sound headphones are absolutely fantastic, by the way. When I was using them to play, sound quality is absolutely awesome. But I could tell that in this kind of setting, sometimes having them on your shoulders and just bantering the other guy when you're playing them, it's great. Yeah.
This is like a giant front room, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
So Ez completely destroys Nor. I think they're going again.
They're having one run back there.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Okay, again, the low into the mid, catches him on counter hit, catches the buttons being pressed. And again, Ez doesn't quite get that wall juggle, that does that time. And now went for the throw, didn't get it, that was a 1+2 break. You can tell that because when the character puts out both of their hands together to grab with both of their hands, that's a 1+2 break because they're putting both of their hands out at the same time like that.
No, see, I can never tell.
It does take time to watch, and King actually breaks some of those rules as well.
Thanks for your help today. Remember,
very nice launch there. Again, went for the forward 1+2 throw. Nice hop kick from Ez there. May get towards the wall, not quite. Now I mix up. Oh, very, very nice. Ow, and Ez played patient. Nor is making sure she sips a mandatory drink before every single round.
get that courage in.
Very, very nice. Again, went for another power crush. Ez didn't fall for it twice. And
See,
now
those power crushes, do they only give you upper body invincibility?
that's correct, yeah. So it gives you mid and high invincibility.
Right.
But I say invincibility, it's more armor. I mean, you do actually get hurt by those attacks.
Yes.
But your animation will continue through it, whatever happens.
So I keep saying invincibility because it reminds me of the old KOF auto guard, where you do the move and you take no damage whatsoever.
You take no damage whatsoever. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. That's interesting. And that didn't break the game.
No.
No. And was it unlimited hits?
No, it's the timing of it's actually awkward in KOF because it's not unlimited hits. It's for the animation will happen, but it'll be delayed.
Right.
But the animation will still happen.
I see.
So
I
you're
see.
either vulnerable at the start or at the end of the move.
I see. That's interesting. Okay, Ez is taking it 3-1 again. Nor did get rounds in the last two games. And they're having a hug. They're hugging it out. And it looks to me, looking at the two players, that Nor's probably had the most fun.
I think so. But in this situation, it's not all about winning, is it?
No, not at all.
Yeah. You can play. You don't have to win. It's not imperative. As long as you learn from your loss.
Yeah, and as long as you take a sip of your drink between every round. Nor has taught me that. Oh, very, very nice. He did go for that a few times before. This time he got it in. Okay, so I'm guessing a low from Ez, and he didn't go for it, no. And now he's going for some nice pushback damage. And now, doesn't quite get that combo, but it has a very nice sequence generally. And now Nor's got to be very careful. Very nice catch there. We'll get a mix-up. And again, has rage. Doesn't quite get to use it. So Nor hasn't fallen into that trap of just using the rage art whenever she gets into rage. She's holding onto it. She's using it to her advantage and trying to make sure that she gets extra damage from her normals.
Which is good. Because I play this game a lot online. Well, I don't play it a lot online, but when I do play it, is it over already? When I do play it online, you always see those people. You're half a screen away, and they're pressing the rage art.
Yeah.
And you think, why are you doing that?
It's just exciting. It's new to us Tekken players. Give us a few versions of Tekken. We may play it as well as you KOF and Street Fighter players.
Yeah.
It's nice though. It's nice that they've thrown in that aspect. I think that aspect, the slow motion, some of the new characters, it's made the game a lot more viewer friendly. That's for sure. Especially the slow motion.
Thanks for coming, dude. Did you have fun today? Yeah, so it's getting late here now. It's now 11:15 or just gone 11:10. Some of the guys are now going home. I'm not.
Is it a long night for you every time?
No, I usually pack up about 11 o'clock. But,
Right.
And the guys usually stay on. And
So many players having fun.
I know, so I feel bad just like turfing everybody out. The venue is open until 1 o'clock. I won't be staying that late. But yeah, some of the guys will probably be staying that late.
The last train's at 48, so...
Okay, well, Vern, it has been an absolute pleasure commentating with you.
It's been fun.
It was less of a pleasure getting battered by Haroon, so maybe I'll get that salty run back next time I'm over here. And again, this has been a fantastic venue, fantastic bunch of players, and I can't wait for the next 2 weeks from now, I guess.
Is it 2 weeks?
Is it 2 weeks now? You can have another?
No. It's 27 days.
20. Right. Okay. So how often is this event?
This event every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Great. So that's
That's what you were referring to.
yeah. And then you've got the tournaments thereafter.
That's right.
Yeah. That's going to be great. Awesome. Well, I've got to go, guys. Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Take it easy.
Thank you for coming down. I'm on my own to commentate. I don't mind. But hey, I'm going to say goodbye to a few people and I should be back shortly.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Martial Law. Paul Phoenix. Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight.
So, I'm back. I've just said goodbye to a couple of guys. They've had to travel quite far, so they've had to leave now so they can catch their last train. We've got a bit of an awkward situation here because Nor's decided that she's going to stay on and play more games even though she's been losing. But hey, this should be interesting because I think both players are actually of a similar level. Nice power crush there. Does a backflip, lands on the back. Gets up, boots Sean in the head, and she wins 2 games, just like that. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? Nor the Grand Wizard, displaying a superiority. Look at that. Look at that. All that damage. There you go, Shaw managing to take back around. There's that throw again. More managing to boot Sean quite a distance away, but not managing to capitalise on it. Love that, where they fall over. There's a bit of a juggle. That'll do. And then that throw keeps getting Sean out of trouble. No, I didn't even see her get up then. That happened really, really quickly. What are you doing? Stop waving your feet about in the air. Get on the floor. Nice. One more hit will do it. Oh! And is that it? You're running away? Yeah, just like one game and like one and done. Is that it? Yeah. Moore gets her own back. She senses victory here, so she's going to go for it. It's absolutely fine. Let's go. That throw, I'm sure Paul's got other moves, but let's see how Nor attacks this one. Does she do it differently? Using largely the same combos and juggles, but hey, they work. If they work, keep doing them. Is she going to hit it this time? No! Are you off?
Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. You win. Gotcha! Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. You win.
Hey, so if you just joined us, we are East London Fighters. We are currently playing in Fighting Friday, and we're winding down. It's getting late, people are starting to go home, and we've had an absolute blast here today. We've been playing Tekken, Street Fighter, Marvel, and Injustice all night since about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and everybody's getting a bit tired. Who have we got on stream at the moment? We've got Ez, and we've got a new dude. I've forgotten what his name is. I should probably ask him, shouldn't I? Chords, apparently. So we've got Ez and we've got Chords. Hey Pontus John, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. As I mentioned, this is Fighting Friday. It's a free fighting casuals every fortnight here at EXP Leisure. We have a lot of fun here. Now, we are a multi-game fighting game community, multi-title fighting game community. We play lots of different games. We've got teams for each game that we play. We've got a team for Tekken, we've got a team for Street Fighter, we've got a team for KOF, and we all represent. At the last Revo tournament, we all placed rather quite highly, which was cool. So we have Ez using his newer character, Miguel, and we've got Chords, who's chosen Steve, which is interesting. I didn't know Chords used Steve, but then to be fair, he's new to the venue. We've not seen him here before. Nice throw break. Miguel goes for the offensive, but actually gets slammed against that wall quite hard. Tell Steve to shut up. Smacks him in the chops, innit? Now Miguel with that pressure. His hop kick almost as good as oh, what's that dude's name with the glowy hands? I forget his name. Him, glowy hand man. There's laying the smackdown, ensuring that victory. So we've got a bit of a juggle going on here. Doesn't quite get the wall carry. Nice block in that hell sweep. And that move, I think it's a mid, isn't it? But it hits hard either way. Ez wins the first game. Now, we generally do first to 3 here, and then we move on, we switch it around to somebody else. But that kind of got lost somewhere along the way, and people just kind of play whatever they play. It's fine, because this is a casual event, it's not a tournament setting. There's no rigid rules, everybody's here to be able to learn or try and do combos or just swap and just socialise. That's kind of the point of us here. We do a lot of that here. We've had cues for games. That was nice, it actually just stops him out of his forward roll, jump, cross chop thing move, which is awesome. Stepped on his toe, pokes him in his eye. That's fine. Now Steve on the offensive here. Gets stopped with a hop kick. Claudio, that's the dude with the glowy hand. I completely forgot his name. Came back to meeting him. Again with a hop kick. Into juggle. This could be death. Doesn't, because he misses it. Tries to delay that third hit, but it looks like Steve was ready for it. That's absolutely fine. Ez taking that second game. Second round even. Tries to do positioning against the wall. Didn't quite work out for him. Ez manages to find his way out. This could be death. Again tries to delay but gets stopped midway and the power crush takes it. That's awesome. Miguel Ez takes game 2. It looks like they've got a bit of a character change here. Who have we got? Katarina. Now this should be interesting. Oh, both players have changed characters. Now, obviously, if this was a tournament, the winner wouldn't be able to change characters because you get character locks, don't you? But this isn't a tournament, it's purely casual. Nobody really cares what you do. As long as you play a game, you have fun and you learn, even though you lose. It's absolutely fine. Gets the wall break. Oh, here we go. That is not carrying on that combo for some reason. I'm not sure if that was an anticipated reaction or just, you know, he actually did that hop over the whole speed. But either way, it works out. That's absolutely fine. Look, Katarina, one of my most hated characters. I cannot stand the gal. Can't stand the way she talks, can't stand the way she walks. She stands like an idiot, and the moves are just too flipping easy. But I understand it, it's a trope of Tekken to make the newest characters the easiest ones to use. That's absolutely fine, you know, Namco made that decision. It works for them. I just don't think it teaches you Tekken personally, but there you go. That was quite decisive. Looks like Cause's character change has made all the difference. He's actually up to game points. Bloody scissors, as my mother would say. Cause managing to take that quite convincingly. I think this has just turned into a serious game now. Both players actually are not talking to each other. Is Eddie Gordo in this? Yes, he is. Pontus John. Nobody really uses it. Well, I'm sure there are people who use it, but nobody here uses it, really. No, certainly nobody's picked him all evening. But no, he's definitely in this game. Nobody likes him. But here we go. Nice hell sweep. Picks her off the floor multiple times. Misses the screw position, to the opportunity to punish in the screw position. And manages to sneak that win. So here we go, round 2. See, I'd actually like to see Ez choose Josie. He's actually very strong with that character. And I know that he's a favourite. But here we go. Yo, you going? Okay, excuse me, stream.
Great. Round 3. Fight.
That was Grand Wizard Nor, people. She's going home. It's very late. So as I said, we're winding down here. Most people are starting to pack up, and I think soon we're going to end this stream and call it a night ourselves. But in the meantime, we're watching Cords claw his way back from a 2-0 deficit.
Round 2. Fight.
Back again. I keep saying goodbye to people. Everybody's leaving. So where were we? We are 2-all, and Ez has opted to stay with Christy. Sorry, not Christy, Katarina. And it's actually working over Dragonov quite well. That mix-up game working out for him. Didn't even need the wall. Oh, got the wall carry. Blocks Hell Sweep. That allows Dragunov to launch a triad of beatings of his own. Misses his slide. And it goes back the other way. Ooh, the Rage Drive. Slide blocked. Now usually that slide catches everybody. Certainly online it does anyway. Catches me all the bloody time. Really annoying. Bit of an air juggle, screw position, wall carry. This is going to go on forever, isn't it? Oh, springboard. And it goes the other way. Hell Sweep, not blocks. Mix up. We've got both players on match point now. This is turning into a bit of a fight. That is forced back into that wall. There's Katsuru with that magic button that gives it 24 hits per one tap. Ooh, what happened there? I think somebody pressed the button on the controller. Or not. Was that a bit of strategic button pressing? Strategic, what's the word? Skullduggery. Do you guys want to have one more game? Yeah? I think after this we'll call it quits. But thank you very much for tuning into the stream. Juice 33, 83 even, thank you very much. Pontus John, thank you for tuning in. Everybody else is watching. The lurkers, thanks for watching us. It's been an absolute blast tonight. Everybody's tired though. And I think we're going to start calling it quits because everybody wants to get home and get to bed. I know I certainly do. It's been mad busy tonight though. We had over 40 people turn up to our free fighting game session. And in London, that's almost unheard of. You know, outside of a major event, I think this is brilliant. Sure, go ahead. Yeah. Have you been to... Oh.
Round 4. Fight.
Which codes did you...
Now, see, that was interesting because oh, GG's, John, by the way. Ez chose Katarina Josie, and still got bodied. But dudes, thank you very much for tuning in. It's been a brilliant night tonight. I've had so much fun. we're going to be here again in 2 weeks' time, because we're here every fortnight. We'll be streaming, and it's going to be awesome. Hope to see you all then. Bye-bye all.